seen the thing about the Breakfast Club where they had a transgender on there one day that had turned into, a man turned into a woman.
Yeah.
And then talking about her book and things like that. And then they had the comedian Duval on the Breakfast Club. Did you see it?
I think I saw the one. I said Duval, but I didn't remember.
So he basically was like, Charlamagne asked him if you was dating someone who you thought was a woman, and then a few months later, whatever the case may be, she let you know, and you already had sex, and she let you know that she was born a man, because this particular woman, and this seems to be rampant nowadays, where they're able to get the surgery, so to go from not having a penis to having a vagina, and so or vice versa. I guess.
They can do it while they're an adult, versus when they first born.
Oh yeah, and it can't be when they're baby, but it's like I think around 16 or something like that, they're able to get that done.
Oh, you saying they're able to get it like on their own?
Well, I don't know about the details of that, but yeah, but they're able to get, their body is able to handle the surgery. And so she's had it, for 20 years or so now. But anyway, he asked Lil Duval if, how would you react to that? He was like, I mean, I may be wrong for this, but they died. Like, and, Charlamagne was like, well, you can't, that's like a hate crime, you can't kill him just for that. But he was like, nah, you manipulated me to think something. And he was like, I'm gay, like, if I, and they was like, no, you're not gay, but he was just like having a natural reaction, like, what you talking?
He was like, I'm gay.
Yeah, but he was just like, yeah, man, you dying, you know what I mean? I was just wondering, like, how would you react? Like, prior to, of course, your wife.
Yeah, like,
but how would you?
Yeah, I don't even know. I think, because what's funny is Sharita and Deidre had played a prank on me one time, and it wasn't like a prank. It was just like they just went along with it to where I was thinking like for real, but Sharita was like, yeah, I was born a dude.
Oh Lord.
And then I was able to, and I was like, what?
When they do
this was before we got married, I think. And Deidre was like, yep. She said both of us. She said that's why we so tight. And I was like, heck no, cuz. But I just thought like I would have to find out the specifics, but I guess I don't know what makes, like, cause if you like what makes, I don't know, like what makes it, if you're born, like what, you know what I'm saying? Like when you do it with them, like you can't tell it's a man because it's a woman now. So how do you?
Well, what I recommend, in the world that we live in today, being that people may not be forthcoming immediately for various reasons. If I had a son, and I would let him know, hey man, before you smash, see baby pictures. Ask about life growing up. You may want to. You don't need to be doing no one night stands nowadays. I just don't recommend it.
True.
Like, I mean, it's just the world we live in. Like, because if you wasted us, I mean, I don't know how that's constructed down there. I don't know if it's.
That's what I'm saying.
Very similar to a woman. How do you know?
That's why I was like.
I would think it would be very, thin and if you can make a hole, like I don't see how that would be. But if it's, if they're able to add fat and make it, add the clitoris out, the clitoris.
That's
all
what I'm saying.
Like,
I would have to. That's crazy.
So if they're able to make it look identical to a woman, that's very difficult. I guess if you see some marks or something, like, ask questions.
Hey, what's them cuts? What's them cuts, dog? What's them cuts?
But the LGBT community, and I think they added some letters like LGBTQI or something now. But anyway, the gay community, some of them clapped back at the Breakfast Club, and they created a hashtag boycott the Breakfast Club.
Wow.
And they felt that because Charlamagne was laughing and found it humorous, apparently it's an issue now where transgenders are being murdered, which is something to not take lightly. I mean, that's definitely unfortunate.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know the reasons behind the murders or the statistics. But if it's just a pure hate crime, that's definitely not acceptable. But you know, if it's somebody that you fell in love with based on the idea of them being one gender and you find out they was born another,
right,
that doesn't justify murder by any means.
Nah.
But I can understand the anger behind it, you know. So I ain't gonna kill you, but I may lay you out, you know what I mean? Because you're a dude, so I don't feel bad. I'm not hitting a woman, I'm hitting a man,
right?
You know what I mean? But because of those situations and statistics, you know, it was a very sensitive button
subject, yeah.
And so they wanted to boycott the Breakfast Club, and I don't know, man. I was just kind of like, a part of me, not on this particular situation, but just in general, you know, it's been a big movement in the last 5 years or so.
Yeah, I know you've been
around you know, being homosexual, and my whole thing is, you know, it really like took off, I think, in the media with Michael Smith. You remember the guy from he played at St. in Missouri.
No, wasn't it Sam? Wasn't it
Sam? Not Michael Smith.
No,
yes.
no.
Sam. Michael Sam.
Michael Sam. That's right.
Michael Sam. Yeah, he played for
Missouri. Yeah,
and was a top-rated defensive player in the SEC.
Yep.
Announced his sexual orientation right after the season. He definitely would have been a first-round pick on any given day. Dropped all the way down to the last pick of the draft. And I think he got kicked out. I think he got waived before the season, right? I don't think he played.
He didn't even play a game. I think. Yeah. I was laughing because I remember when he made out with his partner.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I was gonna get to. Like,
the NFL ESPN lost their mind, bro.
But when
oh Lord,
when he got drafted, you know, he kissed his partner. You know, they was in his living room, and I don't necessarily blame him. Like, y'all came into he didn't go to the draft. You know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all was in my crib.
Y'all was in my crib.
Exactly.
So that was a celebratory thing, and they chose what to air and what not to air. So I don't blame him necessarily for that.
Yeah.
But that's something I wasn't prepared to see watching the NFL draft. I say that. And but I have this question. I don't know, man. Like, I get it, but it's almost as though like the gay community wants us to be, for those that don't live that lifestyle, don't agree with it. They almost want those people to be acceptable of their decision, but they're against and they hate anybody that disagrees. It seems it's almost like disagreement is the equivalent of hate.
Exactly.
And so, and I just don't know how I feel about that. Like this, and that's not just in reference to homosexuality. I'm finding this in a lot of areas where if you disagree about something that's a hot topic in society, it's perceived as hate. Not that I could love the person and disagree with their lifestyle. It's like, if I disagree with you, and if I have any platform, or if I do it in a public manner, they take it as hate, which I think is very ironic.
Right.
There's people that are vegetarians who I'm sure dislike the fact that people eat meat. For the people that. For those vegetarians that are vegetarians because of not humane, but animal reasons,
animal rights,
animal rights, the way the mere fact that the animals have to be killed for you to partake, obviously, and then how they're being killed and things like that. And so, if they see, when they go out or walk in a park, or they go somewhere where somebody eating a piece of chicken, that's going to irritate them. It's like, oh my God, like, they may not see that to you directly, but that irritates them, you know what I mean? Right. Because their conscience is in a different place about that particular
piece of meat
area than where you are. and so it's not that I don't understand what I'm trying to say. It's not that I don't understand the sensitive nature, the sensitive nature, or the sensitive feelings towards it. But it's like, don't say I hate you, or don't say I'm not operating in love because I disagree with something. You know what I mean?
With your beliefs.
Yeah, and it ain't even got nothing to do with, for me, homosexuality don't have anything to do with religion. That's just something I don't understand personally.
Well, you're talking about morals and ethics. Like, everybody wants to talk about what moral and ethics truly are. America's been based on Christianity for really the beginning of America, and so
some people disagree with that.
Yeah, that's true. So it's so you have these beliefs, like I was saying, you have these beliefs embedded in our society, and this is the first generation to actually really challenge the traditionalism of American, morals and ethics.
Right.
And so, it's just the world that we live in. And I understand, like I said, I understand. I understand how people can get in an uproar, upset about something, but yeah, I think to label it hate to me is extreme.